Hello designers! If you're watching this video when it premieres, I'm at a rummage sale. I'm giving you a look at what the rummage sale baskets look like. And it's certainly not to make you envious at all, because in your area, I'm hoping that there are rummage sales or similar kinds of events in your area. The baskets that are at this particular event average between $3 to $8, which is a wonderful price, especially when you're looking at the prices of baskets, not only at wholesale companies, but at retail ones as well. So keep rummage sales in mind, especially if you do not need a quantity of similar baskets, because you're certainly not going to get similar baskets at a rummage sale. I'm also hoping to take some photographs of some containers when I get to the rummage sale so I can show you some container ideas. But meanwhile, let's look at some attributes to baskets. Here you see on the left side a large basket with soft handles. And a lot of times we don't look for soft handled baskets, but when I look at this, I think of college students going to college for the first time. Something that a basket that you would ship where you can tuck the handles on the inside so that they don't scrape or make for a larger box that you have to put the basket in. Also, look at the handle at the top left of this particular basket. Look at how sculptural it is. Really art. It looks like an artist kind of handle. So that is something that we give, or we might look for especially a woman who is possibly moving into a new place, or maybe something for not just Mother's Day, but something for her office as a display, because she's very intricate that way in whatever position she's in. There's nothing wrong with this handle for a man as well. So I just wanted to point out some handles that you might come across. How about color? This pink basket certainly does bring up the color in this particular group of baskets. If you're not into color, but you like this type of basket, you might consider spraying the basket with a non-toxic spray. I've done that with many of the baskets that I need, something that might be for Dad's Day or something for a man where pink is just not going to be right. So keep that in mind as well. You see other colors here, a yellow here at the top middle, it's yellowish, but we often stick with tan or something in the tan family in terms of color. Look at this tray at the bottom right. This reminds me of something that you would make for a corporate event or for a corporate department to say thank you from one company to the other. And you could really lay out a lot of chocolates and cheeses and cookies and crackers in this particular tray. And I love that it has handles on the side as well. So keep color in mind, keep nice wide trays in mind, especially with the trays if you are making corporate gifts. Moving on, we're looking at handles again. And these, I just want to point out that with handles, you want to make sure that the handle is sewn into the side of the basket, if you can make sure of that. I've had handles, and I've done a short here on the channel showing a basket that didn't have the handle sewn in to the side of the basket, weaved in really. And the handle just came up and apart out of the basket, which was just terrible. And it was for a class, so I really couldn't use those baskets. So make sure that there's a very good weave, strong weave, between the handle and the basket itself. You even see a metal basket, or really it's wicker, but there's a metal edge and metal as the handles. And that's very nice as well for some of our baskets. Here is another handle. It looks kind of purplish on this particular basket. And you can see that there is like a tie weave on here. Not really a weave, but a tying. Be careful of that also. You want to look on the inside of the basket to make sure that that tie is strong. Moving on, what am I talking about here? There's just a lot of baskets here, a lot of styles. Oh, I know what I want to talk to you about. Look at this basket at the top right. That's a good looking basket. Kind of reminds you of a picnic basket. Very strong look to it, strong in a good way, very sturdy. When you're choosing your baskets, if you can, you want to place baskets on the ground or on the floor to make sure that it's sturdy and not rickety. And you just want to make sure it's nice and flat on the bottom. Unless you have a round basket, that's not going to be flat. Look also at this basket. That is one that sits, and it's on the, in the middle to the right. It's one that sits on a, what is it called? On stairs. I just came upstairs too. It's a basket that sits on stairs, which is wonderful. Again, thinking about housewarming, thinking about being in some kind of building and needing a basket like that for umbrellas or other kinds of items that a person takes up and down the stairs. So consider this basket also. It is in the running if it is the type of style that accommodates the kinds of gifts you make and the kinds of customers that you make the gift baskets for. Love picnic baskets. They have wonderful styles and shapes. You can see so many of them, the rattan, the different the woods and the different weaves that are on picnic baskets. And it's, of course, not just for picnicking, but it can be corporate, it can be for a couple, for any kind of occasion. The picnic baskets are I don't think they'll ever go out of style. I hope they won't. So keep picnic baskets in mind as well. And again, these picnic baskets are averaging between, I'd say, $5 to $8. Really good price. So if you don't need multiples of the same basket, this is a good styling. Also, even if you are making a corporate basket to say welcome to the area and it's for a convention center, it's nice if you have, to me, it's nice if you have baskets that are a little bit different from each other for each individual who is attending the event. Two more to show you. I want to point out the weave in the particular baskets that we choose. You can see with most of the baskets that the weave is nice and strong and it is together properly. There's a basket here, middle right, that has a bit of an open weave. And while open weaves are fine, you just want to make sure that whatever you're making can be made properly in the basket. For example, in this kind of basket with some of the reeds parted, you want to make sure that the paper or anything else that is used to make the design is not sticking out, protruding or such in this particular basket. You'll have to line it with tissue paper or something similar so that the basket on the outside looks as great as it does on the inside. So keep that in mind as well. Also, at this particular rummage sale, and hopefully the sales that you go to, there will be other items that can be attractive in your baskets. You can see to the back on the left all kinds of floral and fauna. Look for that as well, because floral and fauna can be inexpensive at your wholesale suppliers and your retail stores, but you could get something very different, very pretty, unique at these particular sales that happen. And I can tell you, these rummage sale floral items are extremely inexpensive, which is wonderful. So that's a look at baskets, the kinds of items that are available, the kinds of baskets that you might be still looking for, what is out here that can help to make your gifts even more beautiful than they are. And I know they're gorgeous. Keep that in mind. As I said, I hope to take some pictures of some containers. If the containers aren't purchased as fast as I can take a picture of them. Tell me about the baskets that you are using and what you're looking for. And maybe we can find them and I can showcase them here so that you can find them easier than you might be able to find them. I'm Shirley George Frazier. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you good tidings to learn, grow, and profit.